Welcome to my virtual space. Did you ever receive unexpected help from strangers? I did. It happened about 20 years ago. It was my first year in Bucharest, and I didn't know a lot of things back then. I also didn't know very well a lot of people. And what happened? I did catch the last subway, but at some point I had to change the line. So when reaching the point where I had to change the line, I missed the connection. So I missed the last train from the connection. When I realized that I missed the last train, I cannot describe what I felt because I realized I had no money on me. Back then, there was no way you could pay a cab with a card, not here at least. There were only a few stores in the mall where you could buy things and pay with the card. There was no such thing like paying with your phone. The only things my phone could do were calls, SMS, and playing Tetris. And I also didn't know anyone well enough as to dare to call them to come and pick me up or to come bring me money for the taxi or anything like this. So when I became aware of all of this, I suddenly realized that if I am lucky, I am going to spend the night at inside the subway station. But if I'm not very lucky, I might even spend the night in the street because it did cross to my mind that maybe someone from the subway company will come and ask me to get out. So for a few minutes, I think I panicked. But then I realized that it was what it was. So I've already counted my options. There were no options except just staying there and waiting and hoping that no one will come and ask me to get out. And also, I was thinking maybe if this will happen, I can explain them the situation and maybe they will understand and let me spend the night there. And after I calmed down, what happened was that I heard a train coming. So my heart started to beat faster and I had some hope raising inside me. But then the train appeared and it was an empty one, and I knew those ones are retiring to the depot and they don't stop in the stations to pick up passengers. So as soon as my hope raised, it dissipated again. But then, surprise, the train actually did stop. But then the doors were not opening. So I was like, hope, wrong. But then I heard a voice, and when I looked towards where the voice was coming, one of the conductors was looking towards me and making signs with his hand. And then I noticed that a bit further away from me on the station, there was also another passenger who lost the last train, and we both went to the conductor, and he asked us what is our destination, each of us, because we were not together. And well, my destination was on their way towards the depot. The other person's destination was a little bit further from their last stop, but still on the same direction. So they took us both in front in their cabin. I guess Sheldon from Big Bang Theory would envy me for this. So yes, what happened? I went from this situation where I was expecting to be thrown out in the street and spend the night in the street, to ride the subway in front with the conductors. So around half past 0 in the night, I was actually able to sleep in my own bed. Do you have a similar event, or did you have a similar event happening to you during your lifetime? I actually I actually had forgotten about this, but in the last days, when I take time to watch my thoughts, this memory keeps coming back. So I thought maybe if it keeps coming back, maybe it's meant to be shared, to raise hope and faith in God, in universe, in humans, maybe, why not? So if you have something like this that happened to you, you were in a pretty bad situation, I would say, for me at least. Spending the night in the street is not like my dream adventure. And I was saved from that by strangers in a totally unexpected way. So, do you have something like this that has happened to you? If you do have, maybe you could also make a video about it, or if you find it too challenging to record a video and post it on YouTube, maybe you can share it through a comment posted on this video here, and maybe more people can read our happy ending stories, and they can have faith and receive help when they are in challenging situation. Let's say it like this. Thank you for listening, and I wish you have a wonderful life experience. Peace and light.